Hi, I'm Chris Luck, and welcome back to the Membership Method Masterclass. In this lesson, together, we're going to do a platform walkthrough, which is where I'm personally going to give you a guided step-by-step walkthrough of the platform that I personally use and highly endorse for building membership sites. Let's begin. The platform is called Kajabi. And Kajabi is not only going to be the platform that you use to build your membership site, but it can truly be the only platform you need to run your entire business operation. So you're not going to have to ever again worry about having another platform to run your email marketing, a platform to build funnels, a platform to run your website in addition to your membership site. Kajabi does everything all in one place. Now, what I'm going to do is first kind of walk through the key benefits with Kajabi, so that way you can get a real understanding for what makes them truly unique. And first off, Kajabi is going to really give you endless customization options where you can set your own prices without having to worry about transaction fees. You can use your own domain name. You're not forced to just use their domain, which most platforms make you do. And coming down, you can also be able to build the perfect product because they have an online course builder, which an online course builder is going to give you the ability to build out a course following the format like Lynda and like Skillshare, like I mentioned. You're going to be able to have a built-in shopping cart, so you don't have to have another solution for shopping carts. You can send emails to potential buyers as well as customers. You can build out fully automated email marketing campaigns. And what's great is that it gives you the ability to really have your entire online presence all in one place. It does your email marketing. It's going to help maximize revenue. You can grow your list. It's going to do marketing automation. You can run quizzes and surveys. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Now, I've been with Kajabi since the very beginning, and I've tried out all of the other platforms that are out there, and Kajabi by far beats out everything. And I've built some massive membership sites on Kajabi. So I've worked out a deal with them where if you go to trykajabi.com/ChrisLuck, you can actually set up a 30-day free trial, which they don't offer free trials right now or ever for their platform. If they do, they force you into a little bit higher of a monthly fee if you do take a free trial offer they have down the road. But chances that will ever come is very slim to none, like they've mentioned to me. So I've had them set up a 30-day free trial specific for you. If you go to trykajabi.com/ChrisLuck, and then after the free trial, it's just $129 a month, which is extremely affordable because it's going to literally replace every platform that you would normally have to build a successful, not only membership site, but a successful business online. So you can see this is an offer that's exclusive to Chris's students. So everything that you could possibly need is going to be here at trykajabi.com/ChrisLuck. So now let's go ahead and imagine that you've created your Kajabi account and you're ready to then dive into building your site. So I am now logged into one of the Kajabi sites that I have set up, which is Easy Guides. Now, easyguides.com is already somewhat built out in terms of the structure. And the reason that I had to build it out ahead of time before this masterclass is because I wanted to build it so that way I could go ahead and have a template to give you that is literally the same template I'm using for Easy Guides that you can then just go ahead and clone and use for your membership site. So once you have set up your Kajabi account and you get in, it will walk you through some guided tours, steps to kind of show you around the platform, but I'm just going to kind of help you out and give you a personal tour as to what's the most important areas you need to focus on for the fact that you're going to be using it simply to build a membership site, not to sell online courses or anything else. So ignore that the sales in the last 30 days is only $34 because, again, the site is brand new, and that $34 is me doing a test transaction. So ignore that. So what we're going to do is just start here on the left and kind of work our way down so you understand everything that on how Kajabi really works. So that way you can come back and reference this video if you need to, whenever you're wondering how certain areas work and so on. So first off is going to be the website. So if we click on website, this is going to literally be your page builder for your entire website itself. So you can see it has the homepage, which is going to be the homepage for easyguides.com that I have. Then the library is going to be a library for once somebody is logged in to Easy Guides, then this is going to be the library that they're going to see, where they're going to have access to all the information that you have in your membership site. So all the courses that you would create, for example. Store is going to be what the public sees if they actually click to view any of your content that's on your site, that if they're not a logged in member, this is where that information is going to be. Now, each one of these items are linked to a sales page, which you'll see how all that works in a moment. Then you actually have your sales page structure itself. Then you have your login, what your login screen looks like. You can set up static pages like an about page, your legal page, your terms, your contact, all of that. Then you have thank you pages, which I don't even have one set up, but you can create those. Your 404 page, if somebody lands on a page that there's nothing there, then you can also have a blog. You can have blog posts, which I haven't even created a blog post yet, but we'll be doing that later on throughout this masterclass. And that is I just wanted to show you this is where the website design builder is. Now, how it works, I'll show you just how simple this is. So I'm going to give you in the next video lesson my template that you can use for this, because again, my template is based off of what's been proven for membership sites that I've built. So you can at least start with that. So for the home page, basically what you would do is click on Customize. And then once you get in here, everything is customizable. So they have it organized by sections. So the header is going to be what is up here on the very top. So this is where you can upload an image, which I have right here. If you don't want an image, you can just make it text. And it also is going to give you suggested image dimensions, which these are really important because when we actually get a little bit further into this week where we talk about iconic design, you'll see whenever you need to create an image for something, it's nice that Kajabi tells you exactly what to do, because then you can make the images perfectly formatted for what you need. So anyway, that is going to be the header up here. Then the hero image is always going to be pretty much everything that you see that's with the dotted lines right now. That's about like this whole section right here is considered your hero section. So with your hero section, this is where you can either just say the name of your site, or you can come up with a phrase that kind of talks directly to your customers. I came up with a phrase for this one, and then I like to do a 1 sentence description on kind of what the site is going to be about. And then I have a button that takes them to the store. Rather than having a store link at the top, I like to have a button on the homepage that lets them explore the website, so it doesn't confuse people with having all these links up here in the top menu. So, and then with that button, you can see all you have to do is just make it where it goes to a URL. And the URL is going to be /store. That's always going to be your store URL for your your store on your site. And then you can see you can play around with like the style of the button. You can play around with the size of the button. But I don't recommend changing too much in terms of looks, other than just maybe the copy or background images, simply because I'm giving you a template in my theme that has already been done and proven, and it's very simple and minimal, so there's not a whole lot you have to change. Moving on down outside the hero image, then we have the features. Now the features is going to be, why should people choose Easy Guides? Well, I like to come up with 3 really good reasons why they should choose Easy Guides. Unlimited access, you can widen your world, and you can learn from anywhere. You could keep these similar if you would like. I don't recommend leaving the same images. I really ask that you kind of come up with your own images so you just don't look like a complete copy of Easy Guides, because that's never good to look like a copy of anything. And then you can see the dimensions for these is going to be 800 by 400 for each of these images that you see there. So we'll get into how to actually change all this out when we get into the cloning side of the training. But for now, I just want to kind of show you how to get around on the actual website design. And also, once you get into your site, you'll notice this theme isn't here right now. So all you have to do is click on Upload Theme. up here on the top, and then you would just upload the zip file that I will be giving you. This should be below the video, the next video, where you can download and then upload it. So that's designing your website. Then you actually have a page builder, which is going to be standalone pages, which we'll get to in later videos. Your blog, if you want to have a blog side of your site, which I do recommend in the sense that down the road, when we get into, the next week specifically, there is a technique that I have where it's called blog baiting, and you can actually use a blog post to really drive people to join your membership site simply by content you have in blog posts. So I'll show you how to build all that out when we get into blog baiting. You can look at analytics on your site. The products that you have, you can see I have no products right now. Your products is basically going to be your courses in our case, or on Easy Guide's case, the Easy Guides. Each Easy Guide is going to be its own product, and that product is what's going to be available in the membership for people. So if you have 6, let's say, courses or 6 products you want to offer for members that join, then this is where you would create those. And you'll see how to do all this when we get into the content deployment side of things. So next is going to be offers. This is going to be the actual offers that you would create for people to get access to your site. Again, ignore the numbers here. This is just me testing. So with the offers, all you would do is just click on add new offer, and then you just say what the name is and say what the price is, and that's it. And then once you actually create an offer, you can go in and edit it later, and then you can change out the price where you can say, I want to, this is where you can say, my membership site is going to be $35 a month. I want to build a customer every 1 month. I want there to be a 3-day trial. I don't want to charge for the trial. And then you can play around with text overrides and stuff. But that's how easy it really is to create your subscription where people can be able to subscribe to your site, and you can start getting payments. So that is how offers work. And then you can actually, Kajabi will have more of a guided walkthrough showing you each one of the individual items on what to do and how to change it, but it's really straightforward. Basically, you'll see when we get into later on in this week when I actually start adding the content for Easy Guides. When I add content, then I'll come in after I add content and attach it to an offer. So that's stuff you'll learn later. I just want to kind of show you where the offer section is. Everything is kind of based around this offer, because this is what you're going to be selling, or this is what people are going to be using to get people into your membership site. Then after you get through the products, then we have marketing, and we'll get into how to create pipelines and all that later. But basically, pipelines are going to be marketing sequences you can use for your membership site. So you can have a sales page if you ever want to do live events or an automated webinar, or you want to collect a name and an email address before someone gets to your checkout. This is where you would do all that, is with pipelines. And you can also do email campaigns where once you do collect name and email addresses, you can then create email campaigns to send out to those that are on your email list, all within Kajabi and not having to have some email software. Then events and forums, we'll talk about that later as well. People is where you can actually just manage the people that are members of your membership site. And then settings is going to be more of general kind of behind the scenes type settings. So details of your site, like if we click on this, this is where you would set up your domain name, your support email address, when people go to your homepage, what do you want to show, the logo of your site, the colors. If you want to have an instructor, like if you were the instructor for all of the topics and courses on your site, this is where you would upload your headshot, and that's pretty much it. So SEO and displayed power by branding, I have that off. So that's just general settings for the site. I'm not going to go through all these right now for you because this would be a very, 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 very long video. So I just recommend to really, before you move on to the next video lesson in the Membership Method Masterclass, to take time and get familiar with the Kajabi platform. So when I say that, go through each of these sections once you create your free Kajabi account by going to trykajabi.com/Chris Luck. it's free for 30 days. So that's going to give you plenty of time to go through and get really familiar with all these sections and understand everything. And if you ever have any problems, you can click on help, and there's two options. You can browse their help site, or you can chat with them immediately. And when I say immediately, their chat support it's the fastest live chat support that's available 24 hours a day that I've ever seen for anything I've ever purchased online. So they're extremely helpful with anything you need. If you want to browse their tutorials, you would just click on browse our help site, and then you would come down and you can see they have their own guides to getting started with the website, with the products, with the marketing, with people. So I do recommend going through these guides, because again, I can make an hour-long video if you'd like, but it's much easier to go through, and they will explain each individual page in Kajabi and how to customize them. So it's kind of just, think of this as like your instruction manual. I recommend going through these as part of getting familiar with their platform before you move on to actually building your membership site, just so that way you know how to use everything. It's like when you buy a new car, you kind of look through the manual, or you should look through the manual before you start actually driving the car, because you want to know where everything's at and what buttons do what. So consider that when you go into Kajabi, you click on help, you go to browse our help site, consider that like the instruction manuals for Kajabi. And they're very friendly videos. They're super short videos on each section. So go through that and get familiar with it. So that way you know everything in and out before moving on to the next lesson. Now let's go over your assignment before you move on to the next lesson. So the first thing you need to do is sign up for an account at Kajabi by going to trykajabi.com/chrisluck, which again will give you a free 30-day trial to the same plan that I use for Kajabi that you cannot simply get anywhere else. Then once you are signed up with your free trial, then really take the time and get familiar with the platform, because again, you want to look through their guides and just take a couple hours out of your day. Go through and think of it as like going through your instruction manual for your car, so you can really understand how it all works. And once you have your assignment completed and you feel like you know Kajabi inside and out, then I'll see you in the next lesson.